and welcome to session 3 of Preparing to Use and Spread the Basics approach. Today we will go over Principle 3, Count, Group, and Compare. Before we begin, please take a moment to complete the pre-survey. The link and QR code are below. In today's goals, we will have a quick review, why count, group, and compare is important, discuss how to apply and share ideas about count, group, and compare, and lastly, the featured tool, Basics Insights Text Messaging. Providing validation. It's easy for parents to criticize themselves, especially as they're starting out in a new phase of life. Challenges are a part of life, and it is important to remind your patients how great they are as they overcome these obstacles and build a great life for themselves and their babies. There is a vital need for providers to offer reassurance or validation to parents and caregivers about not being so hard on themselves when it comes to parenting their children. The brain is like a muscle you can grow. This is especially true for infants and toddlers, but it also applies to the rest of us. How the basics principles link to development. This slide shows how the basics link to important child development outcomes that are associated with children's well-being and success in school. This chart is simplified. In reality, learning is interdisciplinary, and individual principles can support development in multiple areas. Principle 1, maximize love, manage stress, which links to secure attachment and self-regulation skills. Principle 2, talk, sing, and point, links to language and communication skills. Principle 3, count, group, and compare, which is STEM, math, science, knowledge, and skills. We will go over Principle 4 and 5 soon, but Principle 4, explore through movement and play, which links to problem solving, social, and physical development. And Principle 5, read and discuss stories, which links to knowledge and imagination skills. A quick review of the key themes from Talk, Sing, and Point. Back and forth talking, which is something that you will want to do with your little one at every opportunity. Singing with repetition and rhyming. And lastly, pointing to associate words with objects. Today, we're going over count, group, and compare. So why? One key answer, this principle builds foundations in the brain for strong math, science, and reasoning skills. What are they? Understanding numbers and relationships between objects and concepts. Why do they matter? Early versions of these skills are associated with later achievement in STEM and other areas. They help recognize patterns and make sense of the world. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. How they develop. Through everyday experiences, counting, grouping, and comparing objects in the environment. Here are some important facts. Babies are born with number sense. The amount of math talk from birth to 3 impacts math skills at school. There are significant differences in math talk in homes of people from different family backgrounds. Many adults report low self-confidence related to math. People tend not to focus as much on math as they do on literacy, and part of the reason is that many people are not comfortable with math. We tend to think that it is something you are either naturally good at or not, which is people say things like, I'm just not a math person. The fact is that all children are wired from an early age to be interested in math concepts, and there are lots of ways to build these skills in fun ways during everyday routines. What is early math about? Numbers, Shapes and features. Relationships. What does it mean to do math as an 18-month-old? Early math is about concepts like numbers, shapes, and features, like how you see here, and relationships between different things. Count, group, and compare are the practices that help children learn about the concepts that we see on this slide. How do we count, group, and compare? Key elements of counting. Count during everyday activities to expose children to numbers. Label groups of present objects. Count each object and item and name the total number. For example, 1, 2. You have 2 eyes. Remember that it takes time to build understanding, but the more we expose children to number talk, the stronger their skills become. Like pick 2 books, or how many dogs do you see? Compare objects of different sizes, shapes, and colors. Describe their features and discuss their differences and similarities. These are both yellow. This block is straight. This block is round. Whose hat is bigger? Compare groups and amounts using numbers and words like more or less, bigger or smaller. Your shoe is smaller than Daddy's shoe. There are 3 horses and only 1 sheep. Talk about what happens when you add more or take away. You had 3 crackers. I ate 1. Now you have 2. Everyday ways to count, group, and compare. Stack towers of blocks. Play with puzzles. Describe shapes, patterns, similarities, and differences. Clap with or without counting. Count toes, fingers, and objects. Match and sort objects by color, size, or shape. Group and regroup small numbers of objects, each time naming the number in each group. Here are some takeaways. Every child has the potential to develop strong math, science, and reasoning skills. Everyday activities and conversations play a key role in developing these skills. So think, what does every child have the potential to develop? What things play a role in developing these skills? Look for the elements of count, group, and compare in the following video and be prepared to discuss.
How do children learn to count, group, and compare?
1, 2.
People often make statements like, I'm just not a math person, but actually, we're all born to be math people. Fascinating new science shows that babies come into the world already wired to learn math concepts. What they learn in those first few years makes a difference in those first few years. First step, children learn how strings of numbers before they take them as In other words, the number 5 and the 5 represent 5 and 5 are
Basics Insights Text Messaging. Caregivers with a child from birth to 3 years old receive free weekly texts in English, Spanish, or Brazilian Portuguese. Tips for using all 5 basics principles at their child's specific stage of development. And it's free to parents and caregivers. The messages have been shown to be effective reminders that help parents follow through on using the basics principles with their children. The hope is that these messages become a topic of conversation between providers and parents to prompt additional sharing and reflection. We are coming to an end. If there are any questions or comments, please feel free to share in the chat. Here's some homework for you and your team. Watch the Count, Group, and Compare video with your parents and discuss it. You can go to our website, thebasicshouston.org, click on For Parents and Caregivers, and you can find the videos easily. Second, try signing someone up for Basics Insights text messages. Here, we have the evaluation and survey tool. Please take a moment to complete the post survey. Link and QR code are below. This is the end of session 3 with Principle 3, Count, Group, and Compare. Next, we will go into session 4, Principle 4, Explore through movement and play. Thank you.